Hello and welcome to From Simmer
to Sizzle. I'm Nikki.
and I'm Jacob.
And today we're not doing anything too fancy, we're just doing an American classic. We're going to be making macaroni and cheese and fried pickles. And I'm super excited because I've never made fried pickles before.
We're also going to be making a hard cider sour cocktail, that'll go very well with mac and cheese. And we're going to be making an apple cider spritz mocktail, non-alcoholic drink.
That sounds great.
This is a baked mac and cheese that I've been making since Miss Barry's class way back in high school. I've always made this recipe for a family of 5 with leftovers, so it makes a ton of food, but it can easily be reduced or cut in half if you needed to.
What are we going to need?
So we're going to need 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 tablespoons of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of ground mustard, which is optional. We're also going to need a 2-pound block of Velveeta. No, that's not a. It's that. It's that one.
I knew that.
There
after.
it is.
I was going to be in here.
Hey, that's fine.
Is that going to be in the thing?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Maybe. So we got a 2-pound block of Velveeta, kind of sagging because we took it out of the cardboard. Looks pretty sad. We're also going to need, I bet that was loud. We're going to need 2 cups of shredded cheddar and 2 cups of shredded mozzarella. And we've got 4 cups of milk. And we've got 2 pounds of elbow macaroni right over there.
Right here.
Yep. And I think that's everything we're going to need for this mac and cheese.
I'm going to get these noodles going.
All right. And I'll get ready to start making the sauce. So we're going to get started on our sauce. In the meantime, Nikki, I'd like you to take that Velveeta and start chopping it up just into little chunks. Should be fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
None of it matters anymore.
So I'm going to get started on the roux. I've got my pot here. I'm going to turn that on to medium heat.
Am I doing this right?
Yeah. I'm going to drop my butter in there. Well, should have let the pan warm up, but that's fine. And we're going to melt that butter.
We're using the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very cheesy.
Oh.
All right. So once the butter's melted, I'm going to start adding the flour. To make a roux, that's really all you need is butter and flour. A roux is a base for sauces, gravies. For this one, it's the base of bechamel sauce. There's so much you can do with bechamel sauce, but it's milk-based. And once you make the roux, you start adding milk, and you get a nice creamy, and in this case, it's going to be a very cheesy sauce. So with a roux, you can let it cook out a little bit from this point once the butter starts to clump up. We're going to just start adding the milk as soon as the butter releases. It's called a white roux, which isn't used very much. You usually want to let the roux cook out. Now, when we add the milk to the roux, we add it just a little bit at a time so that the sauce can thicken up. If we add too much, it just kind of it's just milk. There's no flour in there to thicken it.
Want me to pour it in?
Yeah, I'm going to hand this to you. So just pour just a little bit at a time. A little bit more. That's good.
It's gonna melt.
Now the important thing about making a roux is that you keep stirring it, because if you walk away from it, there's a really good chance you're going to burn it. And if you burn a roux, there's really no way to recover from it. You just have to start again.
You'll probably put music in it too, right?
Not under the whole thing.
Oh. But feel free to sing. Mamma Mia!
No. Yeah, see how it's thickening up nicely?
Yeah. You want a little bit more milk?
Yeah, go ahead and add a little more. We just have to do that for the whole 4 cups of milk. Takes a little while.
Yeah. We're about halfway there.
Yep. The other good thing about making it this way is the Velveeta that we're using will also thicken the sauce.
This time I think it was mine.
Oh wait, that's not a hair. That's just a.
That's just a line.
Okay, we're good.
That's fine.
Nothing matters anymore. Is this on high heat?
No, we want it on medium heat.
Okay.
You can do it on high, but it can run away from you
Yeah.
pretty easily if you do. It just means it takes a little bit longer since the heat's lower. Yeah, like right now it is still pretty loose.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I make it, it's thick the whole way through when I'm making it. This time it's just going to be, you know,
Yeah.
liquidy. But it's fine because once we add the Velveeta, it'll melt
thicken up.
and thicken up. All right, so our roux is ready, bubbling really fast. I got to turn that heat down. Hope I didn't burn it. All right, can you hand me the Velveeta blocks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Add these and mix them in.
Okay, what's next? Cheese.
So now that we've added all our Velveeta and it's nice and smooth, we're going to add some of our shredded cheese. We're going to add about half of what we have in here.
You gotta keep stirring too.
Yeah, so just add some of that. About a handful. This stuff is very cheesy.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think that's about done. I mean, that looks well mixed.
Oh, is this gonna go in after?
Yeah, that's going to go into the pan with the noodles and the sauce and everything. So,
No.
all right. So now that our noodles are done cooking, our sauce is ready. We're going to combine them in our pre-greased baking pans.
I did so much better the last time.
You're doing fine. Here.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do now that we got the noodles in there is we're going to start adding the sauce. So I'll start pouring this in there. Just mix it in. Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mix it in as best you can.
Okay. It like all went to one side.
I'm going to switch sides with you.
Okay.
Don't worry, there's even more sauce.
Just when you thought there wasn't
Yeah.
any more left.
We're not done.
Oh no, this is turning into a mess.
Yeah?
Oh no. It's like I know I'm on camera or something. Oh jeez. Help me out here. Alright, good enough.
You think?
No.
I guess we'll see, because now that these are all mixed up, we're going to add the rest of our shredded cheese. Yep. So just going to add some, mix it in.
Oh no. Whatever.
And just continue to mix this in with the cheese sauce.
Mix the cheese with the cheese and the
Uh-huh.
noodles and the cheese. Good enough?
Yeah, I think so. I think you got that nice and mixed.
Except for this stuff I got on the table.
Yeah, it's fine. Now, we're going to get even more cheese.
More cheese.
Yeah, and this one's just going to go over the top. We're not going to mix this in. Because this will form a nice bubbly crust on the top. So this is ready to go in the oven. This is going to go in at 375 degrees for about 20 minutes until the cheese is bubbling and turning nice and brown. So while our mac and cheese is in the oven, we're going to start doing our fried pickles. We've got our pickles here. We are going to start chopping them up. We're going to mix up our batter, toss the pickles into the batter, and then toss them in the fryer. We've got the oil heating up over there. I mean, let's get to it. So go ahead and start chopping those up. I'm going to mix up our batter.
Is there a certain way to do this?
No, just chop it up.
Is there a little?
Maybe a little thicker than that.
Okay.
There you go. So we've got 1 1/3 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda in here whisked together. We're going to add 1 egg. going to whisk that in.
Oh, that was bad.
That's fine. They don't have to be perfect.
Okay. That's just the end of it. We're not doing that.
And whoop, made a little bit of a mess. We're gonna add 1 cup of beer.
1 cup of beer.
Mm-hmm. So these pickles are a family recipe. These are homemade pickles. It goes back to my great-grandfather. What was his name? Leonard Paul. And so this recipe for these pickles has been in my family for a long time. But it's a pretty basic like sour pickles recipe. These are very salty and garlicky. All right, we've got our oil hot. We've got our pickles. We put them on the tray and pat them dry. We got our batter ready. So let's switch these so we can do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the pickles, put them into the batter and drip off the excess, and then put them into the fryer. They only need to go in there for like 2 minutes. Then we're gonna take them out, put them onto our prepared baking sheet with a paper towel so that they can drip off the grease, and then they'll be ready. I mean, they'll be hot, but they'll be ready. So
Okay.
go ahead and just, you don't even have to dip them one at a time. You can just put them in there, and we got to toss them so that they're nice and coated. But you can put them in there like a couple at a time.
Okay.
We just got to make sure they're nice and coated before we put them in the fryer.
Oh. Then why we got this thing?
So that we can actually
Oh,
toss
pluck
them.
'em
Because
out.
they,
And pluck 'em out.
And pluck them out.
Duh. Okay.
The batter is very thick.
Yeah, it is. Got a lot of beer in it.
It's the flour that thickens it. Actually, any more beer would make it looser.
Okay, now in the oil?
Yeah,
Or not
we
yet?
gotta drip off the excess before we put it in. So let me show you.
Okay.
Yeah, show her how it's done. Like you-
Yeah. All right. In we go.
Ooh. It's like magic.
Look at how puffed up these are. Those are pickles.
Oh, this one's really coated. Like that?
Yeah, the more batter you leave on there, the more they end up like that. But
That's
one
okay
didn't-
though. That's
That one didn't take very long. That's nice and puffed up and golden brown. So I'm just gonna pull these because they start to burn.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get it off.
That's fine. I'll separate them. God,
These are gonna be good.
it's a mess. Look how much batter.
It's okay. Sorry.
You're fine. I know the batter's kind of thick. It's hard to get off.
Yeah, that beer thickened it up.
And it's not the beer.
Yes, it is.
Is there even a pickle in that one? I think that's just batter.
That's fine. That's perfect. Get all the beer. You're like, shut up.
No, keep talking. That's the whole point of having you here.
Talk, talk, talk.
Now, usually when you're frying, adding anything to the fryer will lower the temperature of the oil. And of course this did, but these are so small it really doesn't matter.
I didn't know that. So we're making 8 pounds of this stuff.
No, we're not making 8 pounds. It's
Okay.
just that when I make these pickles, I make them in 8-pound batches.
That makes sense.
We only took a handful of pickles
Okay,
to
good.
chop up for this.
Okay. Here.
Hey, Nikki, are you thirsty?
Yeah! I sure am. Can you make me a mocktail? No, I can make it myself.
All right. You're going to love this one.
Okay,
It's a
can
sparkling
we turn that
cider.
over?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Nerds.
Nerds. Okay.
Hey, Nikki, are you thirsty?
I sure am. I want to make a mocktail.
All right. Well, you're going to love this one. This is our Sparkling Cider Spritz Mocktail from Nourish Nutrition blog. So we're going to start by slicing up some of this fruit. So we got a grapefruit. We're going to just slice it as thin as we can.
How many?
Just one.
Oh.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So there's our grapefruit. We're going to slice our orange.
I slice that.
You want to slice the lime?
Mm?
Okay. So,
Then. Right?
yeah, slice it thin. We're going to cut that into a wedge.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
I'll show you. It's fine. It starts with slice.
Oh, that was not thin.
It's fine. Again, it's a wedge. All right, then you're gonna cut it in half. All right, then we're
Smells
gonna
good.
put one little slice right in the middle, not all the way through, so that
You
it
can
can
hang on
just
the drink.
it can just go on the top. All right. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is take our glass. We're gonna do this in a highball glass. I'm gonna put the grapefruit along the side. Put the orange slice along the other side.
Ooh.
And we're gonna get our ice. Might be a little too big. I've been wrong about these ice balls.
I did.
So now we need to add a sprig of rosemary, which is right over there.
So just
Yep, just take one sprig, stuff it down the side of the glass.
you do it.
You said you wanted to make it.
Which way?
Either way.
Good
All
enough.
right. Then take your sparkling cider over there.
This.
This.
Oh.
Yep.
How much?
Just pour it in there. And go ahead and put that on the side of the drink.
I'm no bartender, but that looks good.
Yeah. it
Or
does.
no, bartender, barista, whatever it is.
Bartender.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your dad's just like, oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna get started on my drink now. Still need that paper because I don't know this recipe off the top of my head. It's called a Hard Cider Sour from ltalk.com. And actually, can you help me with this one?
Yeah.
I've got an egg here. I need you to separate the yolk from the white.
Okay.
Think you can do that?
No.
Guess we'll find out. Meanwhile,
Oh, no, I did it wrong already.
no, you just want to split it into two halves. Keep the yolk in the half. There you go. Just back and forth until the white runs off. Perfect. Yeah, there it is.
That's it?
Yep.
All
so now
done?
just go and throw that out because we're not going to use the yolk for anything. It's only,
Left?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and wash your hands. So in my shaker full of ice, I'm going to use 1.5 ounces of either gin or vodka. For this, I'm going to use gin, Drumshanbo Irish gin.
What's next? What's this? Stir?
Yeah, that's a stirring rod. Don't know why that's over here. Can you have me the lemon juice? That is the sweet sour mix,
Oh.
which we don't need. I don't know why that's here.
It looked like a lemon.
I understand, because that's what sweet and sour mix is. It's just lemon juice and simple syrup. So we need 1/2 ounce of lemon juice,
Okay.
and then 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, which is that clear bottle there. Now, you can make your own simple syrup. It's just sugar and water, but you just have this stuff, so might as well use it. So just 1/4 ounce, and then we're going to use this egg white. And we're going to shake it up. Now we need some hard cider. Alright, so we need 2.5 ounces of hard cider in this glass. Think you can measure that out for me? Each one of these is 1 ounce.
So 2.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are measurements written on the metal if you look.
The line.
Mm-hmm. The line is half.
Oh.
At the very top is 1.
Well, that's one.
There you go. That's 1. So that makes 2.
And 1/2.
1/2.
Let's go on with it.
That's fine. And we're going to strain our mixer into here. That's too much. That's too much for this glass.
Is it because I put too much of that?
I don't know.
Sorry.
But I can't pour the rest of this in here.
Just drink it.
I will. It's garnish. Some ground cinnamon on the top.
Then you get 2 drinks.
That's what we did last time.
Yeah.
All right. And that's the drink. It's supposed to be a little foamier than
You
this.
didn't use this.
No, because I'm not going to stir it. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's the drink.
Cheers.
Oh, I'm going to spill. Whoa.
That's great.
It's nice and tart. That's good. All right, so our mac and cheese is done. It's out of the oven. It's not quite as brown as I would have liked, but I was worried about letting it dry out. If it stays in there too long, it can get dry. It's not good. So we just went ahead and took it out. It's good enough. It's nice and cheesy. Where did I put that serving spoon? Here it is. So
Looks good to me.
it's still fresh out of the oven.
Yeah.
So just give it a little bit.
It's cheesy.
Yeah. So this is a pretty basic mac and cheese recipe. You see a lot of variations of this kind of thing online. But the good thing about this is that you can do a lot of different stuff with it. Like we've done a crab mac and cheese before with lumps of crab meat, lemon juice, and Old Bay seasoning. We've done a bacon and gravy mac and cheese with like a white gravy and strips of bacon cooked into it. That one's really good. So we might do some of those on future shows, but you know, maybe not for a while because we just did mac and cheese. That's everything. You know, we've got our mac and cheese here. We got our fried pickles done.
We got our ranch.
We got some ranch to dip it in. I wanted to make my own sauce, but the producer said we're doing too much in this episode, so I had to cut it. Doesn't matter. Ranch is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I mean, that's it.
We
We
got
got
our
our drinks too.
And that's our show.
Do you want to try it first before we cut?
Yeah. We can cut that part out.
Yeah, we'll just cut around it. It's
Oh.
fine. Or I'll leave it in. I don't know.
No, cut it out, please.
We're still rolling.
I know we
Oh.
are. We're waiting for this to not be, you know, scalding.
I think it's
hot.
good.
All right.
Mmm. Oh yeah, it's good.
Mm. That is good. Nice and cheesy. You can add more kinds of cheese
Really
if you want.
cheesy. That's good.
All right.
Cheers.
Don't spill.
No, don't spill it. Remember last time?
Yeah.
Well, that's our show. Stay tuned for next time.
From Simmer,
To Sizzle.
thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment,
Comment and
subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.